go ahead and go to the screen in the challenge.
Sure.
And I think skip.
Start run.
Yeah, go ahead and start run. Sit on the main sit on the main screen now. Wow, my goodness, my brain cannot say words right now. Yeah, they are very hard. And then Skip, I don't think I facilitated for you yet, but just be aware, I'll unmute you to do a little mid-game chat a couple of times. So don't be alarmed if all of a sudden my voice comes on over the top. But for now, going to mute and deafen both of you. Good luck. And talk to you guys in a little bit.
Sounds good.
Sounds good. Thanks.
All right, guys. So welcome to Monster Train League. Let me get some music going. We have today Gabriot versus SkipMcLazy. The clans this time are Little Fade, so Melting Remnant with secondary Hellhorn. Hello, Geowither. So if you're not familiar with the tournament or this style, basically it's a head-to-head. They're playing the same seed. Whoever comes out with the most points wins. We have a special tournament scoring, which you can see at the bottom. They're both starting with 0 points. And they're about to start in just a minute. I'm going to give them the league chat. I'm going to do it now. We'll do 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. And, okay, so what did they start with? They started with first relic choice, improved champion versus improved firebox. Very interesting. Gabriot, instead, before he picks his artifact, he's going to go ahead and look at his champion choices. It's Eternal Flame versus Firelight. SkipMcLazy kind of just rushing through, grabbing the Eternal Firelight together with the champion upgrade. So his Little Fade's going to be incredibly strong over time. Sorry about those background sounds. I don't know what is turning on and off on my computer, but it's very excited about it. Meanwhile, Gabriot still kind of trying to decide what he's going to do. Hello, Cablo, welcome. Let me check. My mic seems a little bit loud. Let me just quickly do a check here. No, it seems okay. Nice, yeah. Not Elden Ring, Forbidden West, pretty good. Elden Ring's also pretty good. Skip screen is a bit small. Yeah, I think it's the way that he's choosing to broadcast it. Not really a lot I think I can do about that. Yeah, unfortunately. But going into the first ring here... Oh, whoops, I just made it full size. Going into the first ring here... seems to... Okay, he's already going to get a boss kill. Very, very easy fight for him. That's going to put him immediately into a clean first ring. And into the lead for now. Gabriot still getting ready to start that first fight. Hello, name's Dave. Welcome. Opts to skip his first card pack. Looking at the second card pack, 2 really solid imps for this build. Kind of mulling over whether he's going to take one of those or not. In the meantime, Gabriot getting in. He has a very different strategy. Gabriot is going with the burnout-based build. Definitely has some strong long-term synergies, but might mean that his early game's a little bit tougher in comparison to SkipMcLazy, who's going for more of an early game, heavy damage build with his Little Fade. Right now, Gabriot does have potentially some leaks on that middle floor, so he's going to have to be a little careful. He also misses out on the Collector here. Can he kill this unit up top? Might be tough. His Little Fade might already have enough damage. Tournament is completely based off of how they score. So scoring is based off of how many rings they complete, how much damage they take to their pyre, and whether they can kill bosses, in particular the flying bosses, ahead of time. So right now, Gabriot is going to take some pyre damage. He got a couple enemies leak to his pyre. That's going to put him behind. I think he's opting to try to go for something that's more long-term beneficial, but he will have to make up some points because Skip was able to clear that first ring without taking any damage at all. Yeah, hard to explain the whole game while I'm commentating, so hopefully you're able to parse out how it works as we go through. Gabriot didn't take any damage from that second floor. He does need to still kill the boss, but honestly, any unit he puts together... Oh, even that, yeah, that Queen's Imp by itself probably just kills the boss. And he can get rid of... Oh, he just kills the boss straight up. So that's going to get him a kill, but he's going to be slightly behind because he did take damage in that first ring. In the meantime, Skip trying to sort out how to get the kills on this second fight. He is losing potentially some pyre health with this unit up top. Is he going to enter? He's going to just absorb some pyre damage. So he is going to lose some points on the second ring. But probably should be able to clear the boss here. Yeah, he gets a clean boss kill. So that will only dock him 1 point. Or 2 points. So still doing well. Also, I just realized his score is not updating. Why is his score not updating? Because someone deleted all of the formulas. Let's put those back. There we go. There's the correct scoring. Alright. Gabriot trying to decide what he's going to do in between rings. He's got a choice of a Lady of a House and Wickless Baron. Wickless Baron certainly has more growth potential. Lady of the House has a little bit better starting stats. Lady of the House works pretty well with his build as well because he is going for this burnout style build. So he is going to opt for Lady of the House. I think that makes a lot of sense. Hoping for multi-strike. He does get multi-strike as well. Looks like he's going to merge his Lady of the House into his Paraffin Enforcer. Just get some extra stats on that Paraffin Enforcer and go for a heavy burnout growth build. And just put some temporary stats on Lady of the House. Does he merge right away? I think maybe not. We'll have to see. Intrinsic and Subsuming Blade. That's going to be extremely useful for Little Fade. That means he can guarantee a kill onto Little Fade. Time is used as a tiebreaker. So if they end up with the same score, the person who completed the run first will win. Meanwhile, Skip, going to take a stroll through these caverns. Has a chance to trade some pyre health for coins. Keep in mind that losing pyre health in between rounds does not hurt your score. It's only pyre health during an actual combat in a ring. Gabriot now getting into this ring too. He's got a much stronger set of units here. Question for him is going to be, which floor does he start with? Looks like he might end up playing top floor and using a Subsuming Blade just to kill off some of these enemies early. Oh, I didn't even see that. SkipMcLazy getting a big sludge. Very solid unit to pair with an Endless Little Fade. He's going to be able to get those kills. And Big Sludge going to gain a lot of stats from all the kills on the Little Fade as well as any other units. In the meantime, I think he might actually use that Big Sludge just to increase the scaling on his Harvest Baron. Gabriot on the left side, also doing really well. He's able to get a lot of burnout on these two units here. You can see 13 burnout on that Lady of the House. And with the multi-striking Paraffin Enforcer, he's going to do a lot of damage very quickly with all that increased rage he's getting from those strike effects. Actually not killing right now, but yeah, with playing Little Fade and getting extra burnout, he's completely fine. In the meantime, SkipMcLazy does have, well, now he no longer has an enemy leak. And with, by the way, with that clean win there, Gabriot now only trailing by 2 points. Yeah, I don't think it's going to be quite the Fade run that I encountered in my last game. But, yeah, definitely a Fade run nonetheless. Ooh, Apex Imp. That is a very powerful unit. Gabriot already I can almost see the wheels in his head turning. Whether he's gonna take the Apex Imp. In the meantime, Skip, he is gonna have enough damage to kill that big sweeping unit. He also has pretty decent stats on his Harvest Baron. Question is he going to be able to kill here? I think with some armor and another imp, he might actually get the kill. Yeah, he's able to get the kill here. Gets a clean third ring. So very solid performance so far by Skip. Only taking damage in that second ring. And that's going to keep him ahead for now. Unless Gabriot is somehow able to pull out a flying kill onto the Talos fight. Which is pretty tough. Very, very tough, especially when he's coming in with 50 shards. I would expect he probably isn't able to do that, but we'll see. Skip looking at potentially taking a unit to try to merge. Maybe thinking of trying to merge something onto either the Baron or onto his big sludge. Gabriot now entering that third ring. Yeah, he has the scaling potential for sure. He can already start scaling this Paraffin Enforcer as well with the Subsuming Blade and then the immediate reform. But he's actually going to opt not to reform Little Fate here, which is a little bit surprising to me. Maybe he forgot, didn't see it. But now that Paraffin Enforcer is going to die and clog up his reform pool. So again, a little bit surprised by that. But I mean, he can do what he wants. He's a grown-ass man, so I'm not gonna try to tell him what he can and can't do. In the meantime, he does get both Fade and Paraffin Enforcer back. Gonna get a lot of damage here on the boss. I think it's probably not kill potential level damage, considering Talos only has one more movement before she goes into Relentless. In the meantime, Skip just picking up some upgrades on some of his units. And he's going to now merge his Wickless Baron onto his other Wickless Baron. So he's going to try to increase the growth that way. Very interesting. Sometimes it's a pretty tough strategy, but we'll see how it goes for him here. And in the meantime, Gabriot looking like he's going to be able to clear this flying boss without too many problems. Yeah, and getting the kill there. Let's do a quick interview with Skip. See what he's thinking about the run so far. Hey, Skip. So, pretty clean run so far. What's your goals with your build right now?
Honestly, I'm liking this. Obviously, this harvesting. I went all in on Wickless Baron now. So the idea is to try and a couple of things to try and get as much. I was hoping to get more melting units to get lots of sacrifice on the first floor. I'm hoping maybe I can do that with imps. I'm also trying to get holdover on the Subsuming Blade. That was a hope. That's why I dropped intrinsic on it. If I can get intrinsic and holdover, I can make this a really nice spell card. But I'm not seeing holdover anywhere. I'm kind of annoyed. So otherwise, I don't know. I still need to. I don't know. It's a couple things not coming. It's coming together a nice early game, but I'm getting nervous.
Well, what do you think would be, apart from getting holdover on your spell, any other particular cards you're looking to try to get? You think that would help the build? Tough to say.
Yeah, tough to say. I was hoping to luck into something on a card draw and kind of go where the cards led me, but at this point, I mean, what I've got left, we could get. I mean, I kind of gave up on going Rage, but something with a really nice Rage build could be nice on top of it. I do have one Rage Imp. That could build nicely with the Wickless Baron on the first floor. I don't know. I don't really know. I'm not feeling as steady on this one, but so far we're surviving.
Well, good luck. We'll catch up a little bit later in the run.
Thanks.
Yeah, so just to confirm he did end up going with Baron on Baron. Very interesting. I feel like he's got some potential setup here. I think the biggest concern that I have with the build right now is the speed of his scaling. Currently, he does have Little Fade, which she does scale pretty quickly, especially with that champion artifact. But the Baron is not going to scale quickly. He's going to need something that's going to do a little bit more early on, I think. So we'll have to see how he ends up trying to play it out. In this fourth ring right now, he might end up having a leak on that top floor. He does have one more Train Steward left. Yeah, it looks like he is going to leak for one hit here. But that's a pretty big hit. That's a hit for 11. That's basically 4 points lost. Gabriot over here mulling over whether he's going to take the trial or not. Spike's trial can be really difficult. In a Melting Remnant build, it's probably not as dangerous because you can reform your units. But he is relying a lot on the rage from his Paraffin Enforcers. Looks like he is going to try to go for the trial anyway. You see Skip actually skip the trial. Likely saved him a lot of damage, but he is going to get the kill here on the boss. However, he did take 11 damage, so it's going to be not flawless for sure. In the meantime, I think Gabriot did have a clean Talos fight, so let me update his score as well. Yeah, that's very true. Party Boy, he can be mighty scary. Gabriot opting already to pivot to the top floor. That could be dangerous. Party Boy is a scary boy on the top floor, but he does have double Paraffin Enforcers, both with multi-strike. He has a lot of ways to add additional burnout. I think there's certainly a case that he can scale up enough damage and sustain. But yeah, definitely very scary. He's already got quite a bit of damage, though, on these Paraffin Enforcers. He's been getting really fortunate with his Little Fade reforms. He's going to be able to block a full 11 damage there. It's going to be extremely helpful for him. Skip getting Ashes of the Fallen. That's a really good opportunity. He did say that he might go Imps here with that Fledgling Imp. He could dupe that Fledgling Imp, put it onto itself, and he'd get double summons. But he hasn't yet decided what he's going to do with these artifacts yet. He does go for double summons, so you might see a pivot into a Rage build. Definitely makes a lot of sense. It's a good way to scale damage on a Harvester or onto your Big Sledge. So maybe he's going to go for something like that. In the meantime, Gabriot does have a lot of damage on these Paraffin Enforcers. They probably can do enough and can survive enough to kill the boss. We're going to see in just a moment. But yeah, 14 by 3 is not going to be enough to kill them, and they will absolutely one-shot this guy. So he should have no problems going into this top floor. He might even just have the kill now. Oh, nope, he is going to need something to block with. So he's going to put Little Fade in there. That should be enough. He could also Subsuming Blade the front unit, which he's going to do. And very clean kill for Gabriot. So starting to come back a bit. That puts him just slightly ahead, in fact. So very solid comeback from Gabriot. Let's have a quick chat with him and see how he's feeling about the run.
Cards against Diligent and not lose, because Diligent will get a lot of stealth. I mean, this guy's already going to get a lot of stealth with the amount of shards I've gotten to here.
Yeah, I don't know what you're going to do to handle all that stealth.
I know, right?
How are you feeling so far about the run?
It's okay. Ring 1 had a little bit of an issue, and I was like preparing to die again by going top floor against Party Boy, but luckily putting Fade down was the difference maker there at the end.
Yeah, I thought you had enough damage without Fade. Yeah, I was wrong.
Same. Yeah, I was looking at it, I was like, oh god, not again.
But
yeah. Oh, go ahead.
Apart from that first ring, though, you've been having clean fights the rest of the time.
Right. Yeah, there was a lot of power on this run, so it's really hard to not. I think a problem with a good combo like this is sometimes you can just take too much. Like I see an Apex Imp, I see a Sludge Boss. There's like a lot of good stuff, but I think I kind of already had the path that I want with the Paraffin Enforcer already having multi-strike on it, so I'm just committing to that basically and ignoring the other just pretty powerful stuff that's there.
Anything that you want to see in the rest of the run to kind of like flesh out the build, or
resin removal?
Resin removal
could probably move me. Or also maybe like I didn't really want to take pip upgrades. It'd be nice if I could somehow fit another Enforcer on the floor without pip upgrades, but I don't know. I'm looking at the map and I don't really think I'm going to be hitting caverns up, so that's probably just not going to happen. Caverns would probably just be the only way I could do it, but like this one's not too good. I already have my steel upgrades. I have enough money to probably do trinkets here. I want to hit all the vortexes up because I want to get all of these dead weights out of my deck, aka units. So probably just going to stick with the double Enforcer. I think just resin removal. This Mortal Entrapment will be nice. I'll probably just lock that in now.
Well, good luck on the rest of the run.
Thank you.
So far, looking pretty good.
Yeah.
All right, Skip now in the midst of this 5th boss. I think you saw earlier, he did take a pretty hefty hit. He's also still got to get through all of the stealth on this boss. The boss only has 2 more stealth left. And the nice thing is he is going to, so he's going to be able to actually start already damaging the boss, the Crystal Cloak. And with Quick and the extra damage, he's so close. He really just needs 1 unit. That's going to be the unit. He puts that up front or anywhere in between. Okay, just kidding. He needs 1 more unit. He keeps not putting those units up front. That's not really... okay, he does get the kill though. Holy cow. That was... yeah. But he does get the kill. He did take a lot of damage, but he won't have to restart, and that's a good... Certainly better than having to restart the fight. Memories of the Melted, Crushing Demise, Fatal Melting. So again, big thing for both these players against Ring 8, the Seraphite. The only way they're going to be able to get a flying kill is if they get any way to cleanse the floor, right? So that would be the big benefit. I don't know that either of them have enough damage currently to actually get the flying kill, but there's still quite a bit of run left. So they could, especially now that there's a Transcendent on the table. Yeah, that's what I kind of see. I think going the Transcendent route with self-infused Fledgling Imp is got to be the way to do it. Meanwhile, Gabriot trying to decide what he's going to pick. He did pick Permanent Rage. So, a little bit slower. Rage decrease. Oh, wow. Gurg's Goad. Yeah, game wanted full-on demons and imps. That was the run. Yeah, very nice. So let's see. He's going to dupe his Wickless Baron again. My only concern with Skip is that he's kind of all over the place with his build right now. He doesn't really have... He's got a lot of different kinds of units. We'll have to see if he's able to somehow coordinate a little bit better. I believe right now he's looking at a Daze on play. Yeah, Daze on play. He can kill with the Queen's Impling. He's going to end up doing that. He does have a lot of Daze on his backliner, though. That's a potential for problems, but he does get a second Baron. This one will not be dazed. He's able to kill another one of these garbage-producing units. And now he doesn't have quite enough damage to kill this enemy here. And I think my concern right now is that his Fade... Okay, his Fade is finally dying. So he should eventually be able to get enough damage on Fade to be able to clear some of these other units. Meanwhile, Gabriot just getting into the Crystal Cloak fight. So, considering the score, keep in mind that Gabriot is still basically a full ring behind. So even though currently he's less score, a lot of that's just due to him being the ring behind. So he is almost... Skip is almost able to kill that top floor unit. I think with a single Impling he gets there. Little Fade also doing rather well. So he's looking pretty solid here with Little Fade. And then the question is, does he try to play Transcend Imp, or does he just play his 2 Queen's Implings, call it a day, and then play the Weight of Contrition? Yeah, they're doing 2 very, very different builds here, for sure. Gabriot getting a lot of damage already. He's going to get a lot of damage from just the multi-hits from these Paraffin Enforcers on this first enemy. Although, with the melee weakness, he gets a lot of hits. That's really, really good. He really wants to get a lot of hits on that first ring to power up his units. And then they should be fine the rest of the time. Don't know what he's going to do with this March of Shields. I guess it could be useful in between before he brings back his Little Fade. Sweep, we're going to do a little bit of damage, but in general it should be okay. Ooh, and Skip is getting a lot. That's a lot of contritions. Yeah, he's going to have a full turn of just contritions. Oh, and that's awful luck. He gets... yeah, that's really unfortunate. He gets Rally there on the top floor. He won't be able to play his Little Fade. Is that enough to kill him? Let's see, that's going to be 22... That might be a restart. Wow, that is horrible luck. On the other side, Gabriot also, he still needs to wear down this Crystal Cloak, and he doesn't really have a lot of units blocking, and his units don't have a lot of health. The Crystal Cloak's only doing 14 damage, so it's not necessarily impossible yet, but he's going to have to defend a lot. It looks like Skip is going to do a restart here. Yeah, that's just really unfortunate timing on the effects on that top floor. So again, restarts. First restart means you do lose. Yeah, first restart you lose all the points on that ring. Second restart you lose the entire round. Gabriot trying to mix in, try to get as many hits as possible. He should be fine now. Yeah, he's already getting the kill. He doesn't actually need to play Little Fade, but I guess why not play out? No, he's just gonna go. So that's a clean ring 5 for Gabriot. That's gonna push him right into the lead. And yeah, Skip's got a lot to make up now with that restart. Let's see how he chooses to play this differently. He's got the similar problem as last time, where he just doesn't have... I guess he's going to play... Yeah, he'll play in a different order to try to reduce the amount of days on his multi-striking Harvest Baron. That will certainly help out a bit. He should be able to get some more damage in, because next turn he's already out of days. In the meantime... Probably going to still play that big sludge. Question is, where is he going to play it? Or maybe he plays the Horned Warrior. He could use the Horned Warrior as an alternative and try to go Rage Imp into Transcend Imp to get a lot of damage. That will give him a little bit of... Ember Drain. Going to take even a little bit more Ember Drain here, but it looks like he's doing okay. He will get 1 garbage from a unit on this floor, but now looking a little bit more solid, I think. Yeah, all those Harvest Barons doing a lot more damage. Is he going to put Rage on the floor? He's thinking about it. He's going to go Rage on the bottom floor. That will kill all 3 units. Definitely better than he did last time, for sure. So this should be a clear for him as long as he can deal with Arcus when Arcus gets through. But yeah, certainly a better start. Gonna put Little Fade, hasn't decided yet. Bottom floor would be Days, I think. Is it Days or is it... It might be the Harvest Trigger. Oh, it is. It is the Harvest Trigger. He's gonna put Little Fade in the middle. Just kind of prep for that next floor. And build up some extra armor. And not play these two imps. Okay. Seems like he's got a much better setup this time. Already clearing that bottom floor completely. Even playing the Transcendent just to get even more rage. Yeah, they should have enough damage now to sustain through. But as I said, this is my big concern with his build, is that his early scaling is quite low. He does require some setup. Trimming out his deck will be helpful there, but also consider that he's playing against Diligent. And that's one of the things with unit-oriented builds, is that your spells become even more important. And like, well, I guess he has a lot of units to play, but if he can't reform them, he could have problems. Although I guess he's not really relying too much on reforming right now, so maybe he'll be just fine. Let's see how he's doing now. He's doing almost enough damage. I think a single Impling gets him there. He's got 2. Yeah, he's good. So he will get a clean kill here. However, because of the restart, he won't actually get the points. So we'll give him the clean win, and for a moment he seems fine, but then he'll lose those points back down. Meanwhile, Gabriot still trying to prep for his Ring 6 fight. And then here's the other question. Does Skip go for even more capacity, or does he go for draw, or even Ember? Ends up going for even more capacity. So trying to go heavy on the units. Really could use units costing 2 less. We'll have to see if that's offered to him. Looks like he's going to go left path here. Gabriot also quite a bit ahead on shards. So in a lot of ways, he's very far ahead. He just has to not lose, basically. This is more or less Gabriot's run to lose at this point. And now the question, do you daze even further? He looks like he's not going to. I think it makes a lot of sense. He has options for taking out that enemy without having to play a bunch of stuff. I think he might just absorb the 1 extra garbage so that he can get more burnout and stats onto his units. And now he should be set for the rest of the run. They're already doing so much damage, and they're going to be enraging each other, so should be fine going into this. He can even vent if he wants to, just to reduce the damage on his second unit. Little Fade still looks like she's going to die, so this is really good. It's not Hearthstone. It's not competitive against each other. It's more like Slay the Spire on a train. But the tactical combat is very, very different. Because you have multiple units, they self-attack. It's more like almost like a train defense game that's also a deck builder. So like tower defense, that's a deck builder. And then what they're doing is they're both playing the same seed. And whoever has the highest score, we do scoring based off of a kind of tournament scoring. That's what you see at the bottom there. And whoever ends with the highest score wins. You get points for every single ring that you complete. There are 8 rings in the game. There's also a secret 9th ring. So they have a maximum of 90 points from just completing the rings. And then they get additional points based on how much damage they take. And you can see the health in the top left side, that gem. And then they also get additional score for killing bosses while they are flying, so to speak. So if these bosses are flying right now, if they can actually kill the bosses, do enough damage to kill them while they're flying, they'll also get bonus points. There's a lot that goes into it. It's hard to explain if you've never seen the game before, but pretty fun game. You can look up Monster Train in general. But yeah, it looks like Gabriot going to get another clean kill on Arcus. That's going to put him pretty solidly in the lead here. with 5 clean rings and no restarts. Skip's got really, yeah, I mean, even if Skip plays it perfectly the rest of the time, he's really going to have a hard time trying to close out and make up this gap. Let's do a quick chat with Gabriot, see how he's feeling after ring 6.
Especially if it is endless that I have on these Transcendents.
Are you sure that's what you want on your Transcendent?
Well, see, I got a few options with this Transcendent. It's like, if I go endless, I can keep his health at 1, but his energy stays at 2. But I got the holdover molded, so I could do that, and he'll just cost 1, although his health keeps getting up. Either way, I think it's a nice addition here.
Did you have a Rage Imp or not?
No.
No, you're just going to use him for his Queen Impling trigger?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Try to... If I can't get a resin removal, that's probably the only way I'm getting a flying kill on Diligent. I was even... There was that Trinkets that had the double summon artifact. I even considered just buying it in case I got Transcendent. But thought that might not have been on average the best play. Would have been good here, but... Yeah, I don't know. Ember would definitely make... If this goes endless, I'll probably need that Ember unless I can find some Hell's Banners or something. Draw is always fine too. I feel like I'm gonna have a pretty thin deck though, and I may not need that extra draw. I hope. I've been wrong. I've been wrong before. I know it's probably not Pip. At this point, I just don't think I gain much from Pip. But... yeah, I don't know. Safest is probably draw. Vortex. This Vortex. I don't even necessarily have to go either way here.
Well, good luck on the rest of the run.
Thank you.
Only a few rings left.
Yeah, it's getting up to there.
And the after that first ring seemed to turn everything around, so...
Yeah, I haven't taken damage since.
Hey, Skip.
Yeah.
Rough end.
I was trying to do the math in my head so hard.
Yeah, that was pretty brutal. I was trying to think if there was a way to maybe get AoE. Like, I wonder if maybe having the tomb up front might have, like you do Imp, Tomb, but
I thought about that as well. Like maybe if I, but yeah, I just don't think I could have reached the. There's just too much damage in the back. 34 damage before before my pirate even takes a hit or fires back, or when it was 44 damage before my pirate fired back. So yeah, no, it's a decent run though. I'm happy with that.
Yeah, it's pretty tough. I think what I was thinking was just the build has like a really high ceiling in terms of damage, but the ramp up can be really slow if you don't get the right draw order.
Yeah, and I didn't, and so I was trying to like pivot. As you saw, I finally got holdover, but I was trying to think if I hadn't been up against Seraph, the whoever cleanses cards, or consumes your cards, I would have probably tried to remove consume from that extinguish card. What's it called? Let's see here. Let's go run summary. I just forget what these are actually called.
Intent on
death.
This
guy. Intent on death. Remove consume and try to get holdover on this one. I only had one more chance to possibly do that, because then this build gets broken.
Yeah.
So that, and was really hoping for the relic that doubles the extinguish. Does twice. That's also a fun one with this build. Yeah, but yeah, a lot of good, a really good damage ceiling. But yeah, I didn't quite get the run I needed to get up to the damage. Didn't quite have the support. And I got the frickin' this demons get multi-strike.
Yeah, I saw that.
And I wasn't going demon build. I'm like, really? You show up now.
Yeah, this in chat kind of the theme was the game really wanted demons and imps, and neither you or Gabriot were feeling demons and imps.
I know, because the Ashes of the Fallen is great for imps. I mean, I did find that's the thing. I found Transcend Imp as well, which is, I mean, that's like, if I had gone in on imps, we would have been golden. But if I do an imp build, I never get that.
Yeah.
It's just the way it goes. So, that's the game for you.
Gabriot, I'm unmuting you. I think you probably already saw Skip wasn't able to complete Ring 7.
Yeah, saw that, I think, right as you left.
Yeah. I think Skip had the opposite problem. He had an incredibly good, strong early game, and then just struggled to get the scaling going later on.
Did he go with Endless Fade?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I had figured when I saw you kind of crushed that Ring 1 pretty fast.
Yeah. Yeah, that was a dead giveaway for that. It's like, yeah, first floor takeouts? No problem. No problem. And I already had to quit out on one ring and do a restart because I just misplayed stupid sweeping damage. But yeah, just couldn't take care of Ring 7.
Yeah.
Well, good play to both of you. Gabriel, congratulations on the win.
GG.
We don't know yet. I mean, I could die. The living
You could die.
Like-
Even if you die, you're still going to have a higher score. So
all right.
Yeah, I was getting cheap shotted on the pyre, so I wasn't really racking up the points too well. And I lost all my points on Ring 6 because of the restart, so.
Oh, I didn't catch the restart.
Yeah. That's where I had a quick moment of panic because I forgot you have to go back into the custom challenge. And I went, wait, it's restarting a run. Oh no, did I abandon?
well, good.
There is a mod that adds like restarting to the menu, right? I should.
Yeah, there's a restart button. We typically don't allow it in league play, although I guess with 2 people it's probably fine. The main reason why is it was so hard to keep track of 4 people and seeing if any of them pushed the restart button.
Oh yeah, I suppose that makes sense.
So we kind of tournament banned it, but
No, that actually absolutely makes. I was trying to tell myself to slow down on the end screens. I'm like, okay, gotta keep track, but then I just would forget, you know.
So Gabriel, if you were to predict chat and my guess at what is like the perfect line in this run, what would you think would be the main elements?
Well, I have to imagine Apex Imp. I don't know. It's after seeing the Transcendent, I honestly actually think just saving up. If you could know everything,
Yeah.
I think you save up a ton of gold for that first Merchant of Trinkets, and go get the double summon artifact and the Lightstone casing. Then you have your intrinsic zero-cost subsuming blade that could be on holdover, and you can play your Transcendence out basically at will. Basically machine gun everything down, and nothing will be able to stop it. I was going to say Apex Imp, though. It's hard to say. I mean, Apex Imp with Reinforce is pretty busted, too.
There's also a Gurg's Goad available.
Oh, I did not see the Gurg's Goad.
Yeah.
Skip has it.
Later on, in one of the other ones, I saw it show up. It was in the trinket in the middle where you paid pack shards for it.
Yeah.
And I was like, really? That's where it's going to show up right now?
So I think Apex Imp with Rage Imps and Transcendent easily just insane scaling potential.
Yeah.
But all an afterthought. I think your build's looking pretty solid, though. And I think, Skip, you had the build. My feeling is probably cut the Demon, despite the fact the Demon has the extra multi-strike. And then go all in on your imps, and you're probably fine.
Yeah, he needs support, and he had no support. You're right.
It's tough, though. You get Gurg's Goad, you have a Demon. Like,
You feel obligated, yeah.
Yes.
And I should have grabbed. I held off on grabbing Vent, but Vent would have helped me out because then I could have taken a lot of things as you did here, Gabriot, where I could have thrown a lot of things from the packed shards right onto there because I had no place to put anything.
Yeah.
So,
Gabriot, restart your run. You took 1 damage.
I know. It's unacceptable.
Unacceptable. All right. Well, I'm gonna end. Thanks, guys, again for the game. Gabriot, you're feel free to finish it off. And again, congratulations. Good play from both of you. And I will see you guys next time.
thanks so much.
Bye.
Good gaming.
GG.
GG.
Oh, and thanks everybody on stream. Hope you guys enjoyed. We can, I don't know what that is. I don't know where my camera is. What is happening? Here, we'll just do a little me. And I will see you guys next time. We're going to do a... we're going to do no other stream. I'm going to do something else instead for a video tomorrow. But we'll be back with more Monster Train League. We'll be back with more Vampire Survivors. And with that...